As a cannabis attorney, I often get asked, what are the major mistakes cannabis companies make with regards to operations or licensing? And today in Ask Amanda, we're going to talk about the top 3 mistakes. I would say the top mistake most cannabis establishments make are lack of record keeping or documentation related to the inventory system and inventory control. Being that it's a Schedule I drug and thus often highly regulated by the states, having proper inventory records is critical. Most states require seed to sale tracking to know exactly from when the plant is planted, either as a seed or a clone, all the way to when it's sold to the customer, that you can track exactly what happens to it. And so having those records and maintaining them diligently is critical. And often companies fail to do that, or the companies that do have licensing, compliance, or disciplinary issues. The second issue would be related to failing to train staff. Staff can't understand what the law is or the requirements are unless they're told. And failing to train the staff often leads to a lot of issues. So having a well-developed training program and having refreshers in those trainings is so critical, and having trainings that update on any changes in the law or regulatory requirements, because something about cannabis that is always true is the laws and the requirements are always changing. And the third is that they are failing to understand what the law is. Owners or operators, the board members, the people in charge need to understand what the requirements are. And sometimes that requires having legal counsel or working directly with the regulator to understand what those requirements are. But if the people in charge don't understand the requirements, then the employees underneath them aren't going to understand, and that can raise issues. So those are the 3 mistakes that I see most frequently with cannabis establishments. And it all deals with understanding and properly tracking and training regarding inventory and regulatory requirements.